Hey guys, I'm Tiffany and welcome to Free Tarot Friday, hosted by Wise Guys. I just shuffled and my cards went the other way. Looks like we are live, so welcome to the weekend, and I hope everybody's had a good week. There's been some intense astrology. I put out the October forecast and podcast, and so if you're looking ahead, we've got a Mercury retrograde, we've got a couple of Mars squares, and October is a 5 month in numerology, which is a preview into 2021, which is a 5 year. And so you can kind of approach October with the lens of this is going to be how our 2021 is going to feel at some level. So just watching any patterns there. For those of you guys who have reached out through phone or text or email, I am a little bit behind right now, so thank you for your patience. And let's just get started here. Clearing for Aries. I'll say we had a really great kind of midweek retreat with some yoga. I was teaching, and I taught a remote viewing class. Thank you guys for participating in that. And the next couple classes we have coming up through the Wise Guys platform, there's one on ancient Egyptian magic. There's one on the astrology of yoga. And I just talked with my friend Mary the other day, and I'm hoping she's going to do one on shamanism for us. So stay tuned to the classes. And let's clear the deck, just kind of sinking in to the space of infinite wisdom where all things are possible. All right, that one floated out. Those want to jump. All right, Aries. So this one actually fell. It was the first one that I felt that came out earlier. So 9 of Swords. You know, this is like you kind of had enough. You're just fed up with something, and you're tired of worrying about it in some ways. Yeah, it looks like there's this decision that it's like you're at a crossroads, and it feels like you or them, or us versus it just feels very separated, where you feel like you have to choose yourself over others. And that may be the case this weekend. So the star is about being a helper. It's the water bearer, right? We're bringing useful things to other people. And so, yeah, it does look like you've been under a lot of stress, and that you are at a crossroads, and that you just keep asking yourself, is this taking me towards my health or farther away? So if we were going to measure your cortisol levels and your stress levels, what is it that would all right, let's see. What is it that would bring you closer to a place of health and mental wellness? So I'm not seeing your comments. I do see people entering, so welcome if you're just now coming in. I'm going to clear the deck for Taurus. Just clearing the deck for Taurus. See what our Taurus friends need to hear this weekend. I don't know. Okay. King of Swords. Ace of Coins. And let's see, a Six of Wands reversed here. These two are reversed. So the King of Swords, this is usually when we're called to a leadership position, sometimes we have to be more direct. So it's not like, take out the trash, please. If you think about it, it's take out the trash, damn it, right? And so Taurus, you might need to be really direct with somebody this weekend. Specifically, it could have to do with work. It could have to do with a delay in travel, or a delay in something that you had wanted to make happen this weekend. I think if you want things to happen this weekend, you're going to have to be really clear, really direct, and short, not in an ugly way, but in a way that just communicates smoothly and clearly what you're needing to say, without a whole bunch of feelings and ideas and going back into old ideas about it. Just be clear. It does look like you're going to have a few setbacks, and that's okay, as long as you're clear about it from the beginning. I think it's going to save you a little anguish. So still not seeing any comments at all, so I apologize if you're asking questions. It does seem to be working. I'm just going to keep going. Clear for Gemini. What do our Gemini friends need to hear this weekend? Special advice for our Geminis. Okay. Let's see, we've got a Queen of Cups, a King of Wands, a Three of Wands, Six of Cups. And so it looks like maybe, you know, when we've got two people like this involved, this is somebody who's very artistic and creative and nurturing and wants to nest and settle and be emotionally fulfilled. And this person is more kind of like on the go, ready to do stuff, kind of like a party all night kind of a person, right? And so you guys might be planning a trip together. You might be planning a change of pace. You might be moving. You know, you might be planning a study, like a collegiate level study or something that's like the next level for you. And then also, Gemini, you get the Six of Cups, and this is the blast from the past. And so finding, you know, some one-on-one time with somebody that really inspires you, that helps you be creative, that motivates you to get outside or go places. All right. And then let's clear for Cancer. Let's clear the deck for Cancer. All right, good. Let's clear for Cancer and see what our Cancer friends need to hear this weekend. Of course, this won't apply to all Cancers, so take what you want and leave the rest with any tarot reading, right? Clear for Cancer. Okay. And we've got the Seven of Coins, the Empress, the Four of Swords. All right, Cancer, so I feel like you might be being a little too hard on yourself in some ways. Here's the Seven of Coins. You've been really patient. You've been working on a project that's taken a long time, you know, and maybe it's been incubating for a lot longer than you had wanted, but you have faith and you have patience and you are progressing. It does look like you need to give it a rest. It looks like you have put a lot of energy into something that is kind of like a long-term thing, so you don't have to do it all today or all this weekend or get it off your plate. It does look like you need to push the pause button and kind of go into your shell and take a little true rest this weekend. Why I said you're being a little hard on yourself is we've got this King of Swords with this Two of Swords upside down, and that was similar to what we got before, right? So maybe there's a message in there for everybody, but Cancer, just go easy on yourself, and be clear and direct with what you need with the other people in your house, which is a little rest, a little alone time, perhaps, right? Let's check out Leo. So what do our Leo friends need to hear for this weekend? Clear for Leo. What do our Leo friends need to hear? All right, we've got a Page of Wands. They also got, wow, pretty much the same thing as Gemini. Cool. So Page of Wands, you're doing something new. You're taking a new action. Maybe there's some somebody that feels just like a little bit immature, like they're having a quick start about something that maybe they need to kind of ease into. You also got the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. So you also are being called to tap into your inner creativity or somebody that inspires you or motivates you. And so it's like hang out with the winners this weekend, Leo, and maybe it's somebody a blast from the past. Maybe it's your sister or a brother or a childhood friend or somebody you feel like you've known forever that just is kind of like a muse for you. Okay, I say muse because we've got this Ace of Cups here, and so you're wanting to fall in love with life, and you're wanting to fall in love with love, and you're wanting to start a new project that's just for fun. And so that looks like a really positive Leo reading for you guys, for you Leos out there. And then clearing the deck for Virgos. Let's clear for Virgos. Clearing for Virgos. Okay. All right. So Virgo's getting a little bit of that internal conflict going on too. It does look like you have taken on a little bit too much right now and that you haven't been willing to delegate, or the people that you've been delegating to have kind of either taken a break that you weren't planning on or just didn't get the job done the way you had in mind. You know, it's like you're wanting the help, but it's not really getting done in the way that you need it done. Nice. Okay, wind's blowing. Be careful here. We do get the Eight of Swords, so this is when you're a prisoner of your own making. This could be that you're a little more stressed out about it than you need to be. I mean, this is like be at peace with what is because you've done your level best, and you know, it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay for other people to not measure up sometimes. It's like, you know, just give yourself a little break. It's not that you did it wrong, or it's not that you weren't heard or seen. It just feels like there's a lesson of patience and a lesson of self kindness. Things are going forward. This is a chariot. This is a victory. This is a win for you. Just remember, we are under a Mars retrograde, and so that can be when a lot of things are slowed down, or there is like this internal combustion that you might be feeling more intensely, or there is this like one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake, which can cause a short in our emotional wires. I would say that there's some frustrations around work, and so if you can also just take a true weekend where you have Saturday and Sunday off, where you're not trying to organize yourself or get ahead or have a big weekend checklist, you know, it's like even if the other people on your team have kind of let you down in some way, or you have had maybe unrealistic expectations of people who are just people, right? Just trying to take a true break, a true pause, just like Cancer. And then let's clear now for Libra. Clear for Libra. Okay. Those came out. All right, Libra. So the Three of Swords is what fell out first, and then followed by the Ace of Coins. And so this is like perhaps a heartache at work, a heartbreak due to something financially that was going forward and just it didn't work out as planned. This is just, you know, an emotional tight spot. It could be that you have a debt that you're working on paying off. It could be that you have an amends to make, a financial amends to make. It could be that you're having to get a loan for something that you really don't want to. It could just be some emotional upset and upheaval. You know, you could have had some buyer's remorse, right? That's just an idea, not every Libra, right? We also have this Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands and the Four of Coins reversed. So to me, it does seem like there's something up in your finances, whether you're working on a new budget, whether you started a budget and didn't adhere to it, maybe you're doing some coupons or reworking some things with your financial structure. You're kind of doing some feng shui in your world of your finances, and so that's actually positive. So it can be heartbreaking to look at stuff. It could be heartbreaking to get an inheritance. It can be heartbreaking even when you get what you want and, you know, discover that that really wasn't the thing that you wanted. So there you can receive that information in a lot of different ways, but ultimately I think it's good to be rebalancing, right? Rebalancing, restructuring, and recalibrating your financial future. All right, let's clear now for Scorpio. Okay, so we've got the Justice reversed, the Page of Cups, the Nine of Wands again. So a lot of us feeling pretty heavy out there. Cool. So the Justice reversed, you know, the Justice right side up, this is like, don't get involved, the karma police have it, you just need to regulate your own internal justice system. And so when it's upside down like this, it can feel like life's a little unfair, that people aren't doing their fair share, that you got the short end of the stick. And when I feel like that, it's real easy to kind of leak out some bad emotional behavior on the people that we love the most. And so be careful, because this Page of Cups is here, and this is a card of new love and sweet love, and dealing with people with very tender hearts. So if you're upset, or you're feeling alone, or that the world is, you know, not fair to you, or kind of victim, or just annoyed, you know, people aren't helping you out, or whatever the thing is, just remember to focus on some of that childlike wonder this weekend, and let some people off the hook, and just show up and do your best, and just remember that it's just you that you're responsible for at the end of the day. That would be helpful, because we've got this Nine of Wands where things feel heavy, and you might be taking on the emotions or even the financial burdens of other people. And so we want to be really careful not to do that, and keep our perspective clear, keep our mind clear, and keep our cup full, so that we can continue the journey, you know. So if your cup isn't full right now, don't set yourself up for failure, right? Take your crystal bath, get outside in nature, breathe deeply, meditate, do yoga, drink water, eat your veggies, take care of yourself. so that you can be the best version of yourself with your other people. And let's clear now for Sagittarius. Let's see what our Sag friends need to hear. Okay, good. And then we've got a Wheel of Fortune, a Six of Cups, an Ace of Cups, an Eight of Wands reversed, Five of Cups reversed, Five of Wands. So we've got 3 fives. All right. So let's see, Sag. What do we need to hear? I just kept going for you. So the Wheel of Fortune, this is about taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, rolling the dice, doing something differently. Maybe you've got a big change on the horizon. Maybe you know what the change is. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just feel it inside and you're like sensing it coming. Or maybe you've made a plan and things are happening and you're nesting in a new way, or you're recalibrating to a new life, you know. The Six of Cups here indicates a blast from the past, a childhood friend, being generous with the people that you love. And this, I think this is having to do with your life partner, with your person who you're in close, intimate relationships with, because we got this Ace of Cups here. And I do feel like even though you're taking a risk and you are like really plugged into this kind of love life and this you're going into Sagittarius season soon, and it's about to be the time when you shine. Your birthdays are coming up, you're having your solar returns, and so that means the sun is just coming to a place where it was back when you were born, and you have more energy, and you know, it's just a fun time to be in love. And so for you, it's like it's not quite happening as fast, or things aren't falling into place as quickly as you would like, and it can easily lead to a little bit of depression. So just be aware of that. If you look, we got 3 fives here, and so look at those cards. You know, it just feels like similar to Scorpio. It just feels like you might be feeling like you got an unfair hand, or that things were dealt to you, and it's like it's like you're having a really hard time internally coming to peace with decisions that need to be made. And so I just want to remind you, when was the last time that you made a decision where you felt peaceful? What were those tools that you used? And just see if you can find your way back to kind of your own equilibrium with things. There were 2 women in my life that gave me the same advice separately, which was make a decision and be at peace about it. So it's not just about the decision, but it's like be at peace with the decision that you made, because otherwise you're going to keep fighting yourself and beating yourself up, and you know, this or that, or like being confused about should I done this, or you know, whatever. It does feel like things are crumbling for you in some way. We've got this Knight of Coins energy. Sorry, it was reversed. And so both of these, it just feels like a new chapter is starting, and that you had to get rid of something, or something had to just break down in order for you to rebuild, and you're just kind of fighting the rebuild a little bit. It does say to take a chance. It does say to stay in love, you know, to stay in your joy about it. So the second something doesn't feel fun to you, use that as a barometer to help you with your decisions. And let's clear now for Capricorn. Clear for Capricorn. Clear for Capricorn. See what our Capricorn friends need to hear for the weekend. Okay. Here we go. We've got a 4 of Wands reversed, a Hierophant, a 2 of Coins, a Strength card. All right, and so here's 2 major arcana cards, and so I know that you're kind of being tested at a deeper level, at a karmic level. This 4 of Wands reversed feels like you've got you're still just kind of struggling with some stability. It's probably in your own mind. You're probably more stable than you realize. We have the Hierophant, which is about marriage, or that which you are devoted to, or that which you are committed to. It could be your religion, your higher self, but a lot of times this card indicates marriage. And we've got the Strength card here too, right? And so maybe there's a test within your significant partnership. Maybe there's a test within your marriage. Maybe you are being called to endure, you know, a moment in time. So anything you're experiencing is just a moment in time. This too shall pass. You guys are making some kind of financial decisions together. You know, do we merge? Do we not merge? Stuff like that. And so the 4 of Wands reversed, it's like what gives you the most amount of stability, even though there's a lot of chaos out there, because that's what's going to make you feel best. I must have turned the comments off somehow. I don't see anybody. I mean, I see that you're in there, but I don't see anything. So if you're asking me questions, I apologize. I love you. After Capricorn comes Aquarius. Clear for Aquarius. Let's see what our Aquarius friends need to hear. Let me give it another good shuffle in my lap here. Okay, these flipped out, so I'll let them come out. Okay, so we got the Hermit and the Ten of Wands reversed. We also got the Justice reversed, just like Scorpio. So Aquarius and Scorpio, both fixed signs. Looks like you do need a little bit of alone time, that you have overworked yourself or overdone it in some way, and you're just feeling a little bit drained. So some alone time this weekend, Aquarius, to recalibrate, to hit the reset button, is going to be beneficial for you and also everybody else that you work with or that you're in community with. This Justice card upside down also indicates like maybe you feel like things are a little bit unfair. Maybe it's because you took on too much. I don't know. But we've got this Knight of Cups here, and so it does feel like there's some kind of emotional drag in your energy system, and so that time alone would be beneficial to you. Even though you're a people person and you're a group kind of a person, just try it out, you know, even if it's just for a couple hours that you block out for just you, and see what kind of magic you can conjure. All right, let's clear for Pisces. Right, yep, we made it to Pisces. I didn't leave anybody out. Clear for Pisces. What do our Pisces friends need to hear this weekend? Thanks. Okay. Ooh, a double card, a Four of Cups reversed, a Chariot, a King of Swords, a King of Wands. All right. Yeah, all right. So Pisces, you know, this card is when we get a little anxious, when we're spinning the wheel a little bit, and this has to do usually with love and money, but it can be for other reasons. This is when your demons come out, and so notice what kind of patterns you're having. You know, are you doing the same old thing and getting the same old results? Are you having the same worry and creating more fear, and more of the thing that you don't want is coming to you? You know, this is just a reminder to look at your little devils, your demons. We all have them, you know, and so this Five of Cups reverse means like you don't really want to. You kind of, maybe there's something that you don't want to deal with right now. You just want to move forward. You just want to put it behind you. But I do see that it looks like you really are going to be called to deal with it from a leadership position. And so I would say don't deal with anything that's disturbing you until you can really come from a space of love and leadership. Don't react. Don't have a fast reaction. Just pause and check in with your mentors if you need help drafting something or writing a script or responding. Just go slow and nobody will get hurt, right? All right, guys, let's do an overall reading for all of us for the weekend. If our mini readings were just one layer, let this be a second layer, inviting the angels of Tarot to come in and overlight the spread for all of us. Okay, so all of us feel like our worlds are kind of being turned upside down at some level, right? This Tower card is the most significant one. So everybody out there, it's not just you, Aries. It's not just you, Capricorn. You know what I mean? It's not just you. It's all of us. And so the whole world is upside down right now. So how do we move forward where we can be financially responsible, where we can come from a place of love and concern and compassion for our fellows, and where we can just not kind of, sorry, this was reversed, where we can not just come in too hot, right? This Mars retrograde thing is very dicey depending on where it is hitting your chart. Okay, and so the Mars retrograde article I wrote is free. It's online at wiseskiesadvice.com. So if you're feeling that sense of frustration and irritability and wanting to move forward and not sure why, out there, just know that all of us are having that feeling of upside downedness. I had the thought yesterday when I was driving. Um, well, it was about politics, and it was about how I'm nervous about how disappointed one side or the other is going to be, and just like thinking about it in terms like a relationship. So if you had a man, I mean, if you had like whatever, if you had two people in a relationship, and they were very, 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 very different people, can they work together and compromise to move forward, or are they just going to get a divorce and never talk to each other again? You know what I mean? And so that's kind of the love that I'm trying to conjure up this week as we go into the weekend is there's part of me that just is people pleasing and doesn't want one side or the other to get disappointed, and then there's part of me that's like, come on guys, let's work together so that we can love each other no matter what, and live and let live and respect each other, and just do our best, really. So I hope this has been inspirational to you. I'm sorry I haven't been able to see your comments. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and you can get the forecast at wiseskiesadvice.com. I really appreciate your virtual tips. If you can throw a $5 in the virtual tip jar at Venmo or PayPal, and if you can't, that's okay. Just smile at somebody today and pay it forward in your own way that you can. And then if everybody watching does that, we have shifted the vibe up this weekend. So I'm sending you all of my love from the country in Texas, and until we can play together next time, namaste, everyone.